The bells are ringing, the warnings are going off, ladies and gentlemen. We are entering into a dystopia, the likes of which most people have no ability to even fathom in their conditioned state. After years of being programmed by television and electromagnetics and bogus history and bogus education and all the other nonsense that these New World Order behavioral psychologists schemed up to unleash on the public so that we can be controlled like rats. The dystopia that the enemy is busy working overtime to create is being built on the ashes of a free world forgotten. We've got to change things, guys. Start by going into your inner temple. Do the inner temple exercises. Create a relationship with yourself. Create a relationship with your subconscious mind. Go into the inner temple and navigate through all of the 4 elemental doors. And then through that, balance your elemental qualities, and then travel in through the God door at the top of the temple and through the Gaia door at the bottom. I really need to make some updated videos about the inner temple. I need to go into deep detail about what this is and how to do it. I need to create a tutorial video because most people don't have a way of communicating with themselves. Most people, contrary to their belief, communicate with themselves constantly through internal dialogue that was programmed into them by the Archon. Most people's thoughts are not actually their own. And you can discover this firsthand. You can discover this literally, and that I'm not just bullshitting you, by doing one of the 4 exercises that I teach on this channel. And that particular exercise is called the thoughtlessness exercise. If you do the thoughtlessness exercise properly, you will soon realize that the thoughts moving through your head is a bunch of internal chatter. You're not actually generating it, because you can sit back while you do the thoughtlessness exercise and listen to the thoughts as an observer. If you're observing thoughts moving through your head, you're the observer, you're not the thoughts. Right now, people's thoughts are like, imagine if you went into a vehicle and you just turned the key on and you turned the radio on and you heard a bunch of talk radio. That's what most people's thoughts are like. You're hearing a bunch of chatter. Imagine going into a car, turning the key on, turning talk radio on, and then listening to it for so long that you think that those are your thoughts. No, you're observing the thoughts. You're observing the chatter coming from the radio. We have to purge this shit out of ourselves so that we can regain a state of mental sovereignty and then rebuild ourselves on wholesome qualities. The inner temple is just one of 4 exercises. It's probably the most effective of the 4 that you can use to reprogram yourself and develop a relationship with your subconscious mind, which is the literal bridge to your higher self.
We are undoubtedly living in times of utmost uncertainty. An overwhelmingly tangible sense of encroaching malice can be felt by millions, even those not clairvoyantly inclined. These sensations of impending doom are the faint echoes of your suppressed survival instincts grinding into calibration as they attempt to sound the alarm within the landscape of your conscious mind. Do not ignore them. Let them flow through you. Connect with them. Learn from them. Doing so is a literal bridge to your higher self. Your body and your mind has evolved over innumerable years to equip you with the gift of intuitive foresight. Not to be cheesy and quote Star Wars, but there is certainly a disturbance in the Force. Fasten your seatbelt, folks. The only way through this is to become unbreakable. This is certainly a test. I would like to finish this post by leaving you with the most potent quote by Thomas Paine. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered, yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only that gives everything its value.